going to the doctor's. I want him to take a look at Joe. Can you be ready in half an hour? I'm just going to take a shower. Keep an eye on your brother.
Okay.
Oh, good. The kettle's boiled.
Mm-hmm. Kids' old toys. You giving them away?
Yeah, well, I thought that George and Ronnie would like them for their baby. Yeah, they're in good condition. We're not going to need them again, are we?
No. Didn't know you kept these. This was Liam's favourite.
Yeah. Well, I'd forgotten that we had them. I found them when I was having that sort out in the old house. You don't mind me giving them to George and Ronnie, do you?
No, you said we don't need them and Kieran's too well for them. He's into dinosaurs, apparently.
Really?
If I'd known that when I was over there, I'd have got him dinosaurs for his birthday, instead of which I got him a robot.
Well, you can always buy him an extra birthday present, you know. We've only got a couple more patients. When you've finished them, why don't we go out toy shopping? And then you can buy him all the dinosaurs you want.
What?
I reckon you're getting broody in your old age.
That's the old age.
Oh, is that your hotel?
At least it'd be warm in there, Dorothy.
Yeah, you'll have a great time.
Joe, Tyler, please. Hi, Sue. Emma. Come through.
Come on, darling.
Come in. So, what can I do for you?
I'm worried about Joe.
Yeah?
Was doing really well till recently. Eating and sleeping properly and going to that special unit in the school. He seemed really happy there. And now it's like he's slipped back. He's wetting the bed again and having tantrums. He has had a tummy bug, which does seem to have got better, but
I'll have a look at him.
Joe, love, come and sit here.
No, it's fine, honestly. Joe, I'm really sorry to interrupt. I'm just gonna listen to your heart with this, okay? So, excuse me. Thanks. Attaboy. Yeah, good. Well, that sounds fine. Just one more. Excuse me. Well, he hasn't got a temperature.
There's something else. Look at his arms.
Okay. Really sorry about this, Joe. Just have a look at your arm, yeah?
Excuse me. Could I borrow one of these to read? I'll put it back. You want to read a medical journal? Yeah, it's interesting. Planning on being a doctor? I'm going to be a paediatrician. Oh, right. Yeah?
It looks like someone's held him down by force. Has he got any other bruises?
No, they're just on his arms. I don't know who'd do this to him, and he doesn't speak, so he can't tell me. You don't think it's me or Dave?
If you'd done it yourself, you'd hardly come in here and show me, would you? Unless there's something you want to tell me.
I don't know how it happened. I know that I didn't do it, and Dave's away working his back that day.
Well, then.
But if a child's being physically abused, aren't parents usually the chief suspects?
Well, there are other possibilities, but... Maybe he's been bullied at school.
I've wondered about that, but there's never been a problem before. They're lovely to him. They've got such a good unit for the autistic kids.
Well, you know what schools are like. Only takes one kid to pick on him and everything could change. Teachers can't be everywhere. Have you asked Emma? She might know.
Now she's at the comprehensive. They're at different schools. It was great when they're in the same place. You keep an eye on him.
Fought all his battles too, I bet.
Yeah, you know what she's like. She takes on too much. She feels responsible for him. I've tried to tell her not to, but...
No. Well, I think it's worthwhile asking her. See what she does now. Eh? Won't be a sec. Emma, would you come through, please? That's okay. You can bring the magazine.
Joe's got bruises all over his arms. Did you know anything about this?
We thought maybe somebody's bullying him and wondered if you knew anything about it.
No, I don't.
I'm not accusing you, Emma. I know you care for Joe. I also know that you're very observant. And kids usually know what other kids are doing, don't they? Even if they don't tell the adults.
If I knew, I'd say.
Well, all I can suggest is that you keep your eyes open. We will find out who's doing this, I promise. Anyway, how are things going?
All right. They say I'm doing really well. I may even take my maths GCSE a year early.
Oh, that's fantastic. Listen, Emma, don't rush things, eh? You want to be a doctor, the medical profession will still be there in 5 years. And they'll still need people like you.
Yeah.
And have a break sometimes. Hey, go out with your mates, have fun. You are still a child.
Well, I'm nearly grown up.
Uh-huh. Right, well, I reckon that's about all we can do for now.
Thanks, Dr. Maguire. I am going to have a talk with the school and see if they know anything about this.
Good.
Come on, Joe.
Emma, would you mind waiting in reception again while I finish off with your mum and Joe?
Yeah, sure.
Cheers.
We won't be a minute, love.
How's Joe then? All right. He's autistic. Yeah, I know. They say he's doing really well, though. He's making real progress. That's good.
How can you even think it's Emma that's bullying Joe?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying at least consider the possibility.
It's not possible. She's devoted to him. She'd never hurt him. It doesn't make sense.
He's scared of her, Sue. He never used to be. Things are different between them. You must have noticed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, Sue.
You're just blowing this up out of all proportion.
So you have noticed something. Look, you came here with a problem. You asked for my help. I am trying to give it. I cannot ignore what I've just seen.
What do you want to do?
Get her back in and ask her.
No. I'm not having you interrogate or accuse her. You've got no right.
Then what do you want me to do?
Come on, love, we're going.
Sue, wait.
I asked for your help. All you're doing is flinging wild accusations.
I have a duty of care to Joe. If I think there's a problem, I have to follow it up. So I'll ask you again. What are you going to do about this?
I'm not just going to leave it. I'll sort this out my own way. Thank you, Dr. Maguire. Come on, Joe. Come on, Emma, we're going.
What?
Come on and leave that.
I'll be with you in a minute. Just finish this.
No hurry. What's up?
Situation I could have handled better.
Something you want to talk about?
No. Let's go and buy some dinosaurs.
Emma, dinner's ready.
Oh, great curry.
I'll just do Joe's. Get the orange juice, will you, love?
What did Dr. Maguire say?
Nothing. We just had a chat about Joe. You know I'm worried about him.
I think he's getting better, though. Don't you?
Come on, eat your dinner while it's hot.
There you are, Joe. There's your juice in your special cup.
I am absolutely exhausted.
Some people don't have the stamina, love.
You never used to like shopping this much.
Well, this is for Kieran, isn't it? I reckon we've gotten a lot. Brontosaurus, Raptor, T-Rex.
It's all Greek to me.
Or Jurassic, even. No, you've got to know your Triceratops and your pterodactyls to keep up with Kieran. He is seriously bright. I told you he started reading.
Yeah. It's a vicious-looking beast, isn't it?
Well, that's why little boys love him so much. Hey, the perfect toy. Educational and scary.
You sure you don't want to keep these yourself? Because I can always clear out space in the bedside cabinet, you know.
Very funny.
Well, at least you cheered up.
Still don't know what to do, though.
About the Tyler family?
I've known them since Joe was born. I cannot believe that any of them would do this to him.
When was Joe diagnosed?
When he was 2. Emma was 7. Autistic kids. Often they seem to develop normally till they're 2, 2.5. Then everything changes.
Oh, it must be so hard for the family.
It was a nightmare. Joe was a nightmare. He hardly slept. Autistic children often don't. He wouldn't speak or dress himself or feed himself. He wasn't toilet trained, but he screamed the place down if you tried to put a nappy on him. Have huge tantrums if anything in the house has changed. Somehow they got him through all that, taught him to care for himself, made him feel safe.
And Emma helped?
Yeah, she's been almost like a third parent. That's what I can't understand. They all coped with Joe when he was really difficult. Why would any of them start abusing him now? No, Sue's right. Doesn't make sense.
How old is Emma?
14. Going on 35.
Teenager. Well, maybe she's just rebelling. You know, she's been this devoted sister for so long. Maybe she's just had enough.
It doesn't feel right. Bullies are weak. Emma isn't weak. A formidable young lady. I mean, I can imagine her dyeing her hair pink, picking an unsuitable boyfriend, even doing badly at school. Maybe. But not this. You know, when Joe was little, he had his favourite video. Well, what kid doesn't? And Emma used to sing him the songs from it every night. Used to sing him to sleep. Now, to go from that to beating him up, just slightly out of character, wouldn't you think?
Or maybe it's the parents. Maybe they just found that looking after Joe was so hard.
Yeah, happens sometimes. Autistic children get abused by their carers. I mean, families split up, parents divorce, people have nervous breakdowns. But the Tylers, they always seem to cope so well. Up till now. I think it even brought the family closer together.
Do you envy them?
I admire them. Do you know, I look at them and I think, oh, I couldn't do what you've done. When Kieran was born, I coped fairly badly. If he was autistic... Sorry, am I being terrible company or what?
No, you're not. Suppose I'd better do something about dinner.
Well, fancy a drink?
Oh, yeah, that sounds a great idea.
Something is wrong. But I don't know what. Let alone how to deal with it.
On the other side of the river from the watchers who still have not...
I'm just going next door. Can you look after Joe?
Yeah, sure.
A beaver close
Won't
by
more than
is
half an
marking
hour.
the bank
Thanks,
with
love.
scent to signal that this territory is still occupied. Though they feed throughout their country, there's often a snack close by the...
Come on, Joe.
Emma, what are you doing? So I got the bear and the panda. Then I saw this little baby seal. Isn't it cute?
And very ecological. I'm sure George will approve. So these are all for the Woodsons, are they?
Yeah, well, unless you know another baby with a competing claim.
Plus the ones we've donated. That child's going to have more soft toys than he or she will know what to do with.
Do you think George and Ronnie are ready for parenthood?
I don't think they know what's going to hit them. Still, once the baby's born, they'll learn. Hello, Dr. Maguire.
Mac, it's Sue, you all right? It's Emma. She's been doing this to him, hurting him, but I don't know why.
Is Joe all right?
Yeah, I think so. Just upset.
Where's Emma now?
She wants to talk to you. Keep saying you're a doctor, you'll understand.
Would it help if I come over now?
Please. I'm so sorry to break up your evening.
No, that's okay. I'll drive over straight away. About 20 minutes?
Thanks, Mac.
Okay.
Mac, thank you so much for coming.
It's okay.
Dr. Maguire!
Mac will talk to you later. First, he's got to make sure Joe's okay. I pretended I was going out, left her alone with Joe to see what she'd do.
Hi, Joe. How you doing? Come on, come on. Good lad. Just take a look at your arms, okay? Well, at least we know how you got the bruises.
I don't know why she's doing this, and I owe you an apology.
No, it's okay.
No, it's not. I could see that things were different, that Joe was scared of her. I just didn't want to see it.
I can understand that.
Now I don't even know what to do with her, what to say.
I'll talk to her, shall I?
I'll put Joe to bed. I think he'd had enough for one day. Come on, love. Time. Do you know what I find the hardest? When he's upset, crying, I just want to pick him up and hold him, and I can't. It doesn't help.
Because he doesn't want to be held.
I wish just once he'd let me cuddle him. Anyway, come on.
All right, Joe.
Did you explain to her?
Well, explain what to whom?
Mum, of course. Did you tell her I wasn't really hurting Joe?
But you were hurting him, Emma. You hurt him quite badly. Didn't you notice the bruises?
I didn't know that that was me. I didn't mean to hurt him. It's just, it was so hard to hold on to.
What exactly were you trying to do?
You're a doctor. I thought you'd understand.
Well, I don't. So tell me.
I wasn't trying to hurt Joe. I was trying to cure him.
Night, darling. Everything's gonna be all right, don't worry. No one's gonna hurt you anymore. Shall we sing a song? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily.
Life is but a dream. Row, row,
gently down the stream.
You thought doing this would make Joe better?
I went and looked on all these autism websites, and there are cures, but they cost loads of money, thousands of pounds sometimes. So that was no good.
No, I suppose not.
I went to the library as well. There were some books on autism. I read all the ones I could find. And then there was some old newspaper cuttings. That's where I found it. Forced holding therapy. There were loads of articles. You must have heard of it.
Oh, yes, I've heard of it.
Oh, it's meant to have amazing results. Autistic children don't like being held, and sometimes they don't like to make eye contact. So you have to kind of force them, but it's for their own good. You sit the autistic child on your lap and hold him and make him look into your eyes. You should do it for half an hour every day.
And that's what you did to Joe?
Oh, it was easier to put him on the floor. At first, he didn't seem to mind, and he would look at me. I thought it was working, but then he started to struggle and scream, and I was holding on to him harder, and...
Hence the bruises.
I never meant to hurt him. Honestly, Dr. Maguire.
Emma, how long have you been doing this?
Nearly 3 weeks. It's easier when Dad's away or Mum's out.
You mean you didn't want them to know?
It's supposed to be a surprise. A miracle cure. I thought Joe would get better and
start talking and Mum and Dad will be thrilled.
The trouble is, Emma, forced holding therapy doesn't work.
But the newspaper said.
Well, people thought it worked 15, 20 years ago. It was hailed as a breakthrough. Great claims were made, but there was never any official research to back them up. All the evidence was anecdotal. You know what that means?
Of course.
Well, a number of people did use it to help autistic children, and then it was completely discredited, and that's why the newspaper articles were 20 years old. No one uses it anymore.
I really thought it would help him.
And do you know why no one uses it anymore? Because the patients, the people with autism, were being physically hurt.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Emma, look, I really do understand what you were trying to do, but with people like Joe, we all want a fantastic breakthrough, don't we? Hey, we want a miracle cure. The trouble is, most of the time, there isn't one.
I wanted him to be all right. I wanted him to be normal. Then it would be like having a real brother.
But Joe's real, isn't he?
You know what I mean? Someone I could talk to and have a laugh with. We'll probably never be like that with him, though, will it?
Possibly not. Autism's a lifelong disorder, but with the proper treatment, people like Joe can be helped. I mean, look at what you and your parents have done already. You've really helped him. You've done wonders for him.
I know. I just thought if I could really cure him.
Look, Emma, you love Joe, don't you? And maybe that means accepting him the way he is.
Mm. When I grow up, when I'm a doctor, a paediatrician, if I'm good enough, perhaps I'll find a real cure.
You're not alone in this, you know. This is not your sole responsibility. It's your mum and dad who look after Joe.
But they won't always be there. I think about the future. When I'm really old, like 50, Joe will be 45, and Mum and Dad will be very old. They may even be dead. And then I'll have to look after him all on my own.
Emma, you will never be on your own. You'll have help. That I can promise you. Sue? I think we've solved the mystery.
I know. I heard what you both said.
I'm sorry. I never meant to do it. I'll never do it again, I promise.
Oh, darling, come here, come here. It's all right. It's all right, don't worry.
I do, though.
Your dad and I aren't planning on dying anytime soon. We're all going to be here for a long time to come, and we will all look after Joe together. And even when we're gone, you won't be on your own. So, no more miracle cures, all right?
All right, I promise.
Right, I better get going.
Mac, wait. What are you going to do about Emma?
Well, I don't think I need to take this any further, do you? She understands what she did was wrong. So, you're going to be all right? All of you?
Yeah, I think so. Forced holding therapy. That's one even I haven't heard of.
Well, there are all sorts of weird and wonderful cures for autism, supposedly.
I know. You should have heard of some of the advice we got when Joe was diagnosed. Friends trying to be helpful, telling us about this new therapy and that new guru. Someone even recommended a faith healer once.
Well, people want miracles, don't they? They want quick fixes. You know, Emma really did want to help you and Dave as well as Joe.
Yeah. I didn't know she was so anxious. Trust Emma to worry about what's going to happen in 35 years' time. No one else would do that.
Oh, she's a bright kid, that's why. You must be very proud of her.
We are. I know she's special. Her and Joe both in very different ways.
One day I reckon she'll do great things.
Yeah, I reckon she will.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Mac, thank you.
Hi.
Hey, you're just in time. Dinner's nearly ready. So how did you get on?
Problem solved, I think.
Well, that's good. How?
I used my usual tact, diplomacy, you know.
Ah. Well, I've done a bit more shopping, actually.
Ah. Something caught your eye and you couldn't resist it. For baby Woodson?
Actually, no, this time it's for Kieran. Wait there. What do you think?
Well,
Look, Kieran's only a little boy of 4. He's a bit young to be a paleontologist, don't you think? I know he likes the other toys and you want him to have them, and that's good. That is good. But I think he needs this as well. You know, just something he can cuddle.
I'm sure he'll love it. So, all the way to Dublin. I'll be interested to see how you're going to get this in the post. Go on, then.
One of the most bizarre and astounding stories of the natural world, tonight at 8 on BBC 2. And more drama next here on BBC1, Dick Van Dyke in Diagnosis Murder.